no secret to anyone who is either married or in a committed intimate relationship that quarrels occur from time to time. For many couples, the arguments can be frustrating, anxiety-provoking, and if really serious, could lead to the end of the relationship. On today's episode of Home Happenings, we will be having a discussion on the topic, when couples quarrel. Now, this has become a serious bother to many, as this usually threatens the peace and harmony in relationships, especially among couples in courtship and in marriage. I am Chiadambahs, and with me is my lovely wife,
Chiadambahs.
Beautiful. Okay, so we will be sharing our individual views on the issues or human natures that can lead to quarrels in marriage. Does quarrel do any good among couples? And learning to settle your differences on time. So, sweetheart, let's hear from you your views on the issues or human natures that can lead to quarrels in marriage.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
There are a lot of issues that could lead to quarrels. Actually, there are conflicts. But in this part of the world, it's called quarrels.
Okay.
We prefer to use it in this part of the world.
Okay.
Okay. The feeling of attachment is one of them. For couples need to always feel this sense of attachment between themselves.
Okay.
You know, it's not good when a couple is married and you can't feel any sense of attachment.
Yes.
Between them. It's a very bad feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this sense of attachment usually stems from our relationships with our primary caregivers when we were children. Yeah. So people have different kinds of attachment styles.
Okay.
Yeah. People have various attachment styles. People develop various styles that they carry into their relationships.
Okay.
Yeah, they grow into becoming pleasers. They could be pleasers. They could be controllers, vacillator, avoiders, and so forth. For the benefit of this, for the benefit of just carrying on, I would say I would like to explain these different styles.
Okay.
Of attachment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The pleasers, I'll be very brief about that.
Okay.
The pleasers are people who they have grown to become too careful to avoiding criticisms from people rather. They have grown to become they don't like conflicts.
Okay.
In any form. They don't like it. So they try to avoid difficult conversations.
Okay.
With people. Then we have avoiders. The avoiders are people who they do not know how to deal with any kind of emotion, any kind of feeling, the way they feel. They don't like to deal with it. They always like to avoid it. That's why they're called avoiders.
Okay.
Yeah. This stems from how they were forced to grow up prematurely in terms of their emotions.
Okay.
Yeah. So they always like to avoid such difficult situations like that. So
Okay.
then we have the vacillators. The vacillators are people who they really crave connection. They crave intimacy with people. They crave it so well, but they always find themselves sabotaging their relationships with their spouses,
All right.
with their partners, before the partners get a chance to hurt them. They will just sabotage it. Yeah. Then we have controllers. The controllers are people, as the name says, they like to control every aspect of their relationship. Yeah, because they grew up under traumatic. They grew up in traumatic circumstances.
Okay.
So the only way they can cope is by controlling their circumstance, their environment. Yeah. So that's the controller. Then we have victims. The victims are people that just find themselves, accepting or tolerating everything they get. They're just quiet about it. Any and everything that they see in a relationship, they just take it like that.
Okay.
They just tolerate it. So those are the attachment styles. Now, why am I bringing up this issue, these different styles?
Okay.
Yeah, I said all this to say this, that people, based on their attachment styles, when they are not able to meet their needs, when they are not able to meet their partner's needs,
Okay.
attachment needs,
Yes.
yeah, they have conflicts.
Okay.
They have conflicts. For instance, let me give an example now. Maybe a vacillator
Okay.
getting married to maybe a controller.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of relationship, from research anyway,
Okay.
based on research, it has been discovered that such relationship will be prone to a lot of anger.
Okay.
Why? Because the vacillator may be upset about the fact that that maybe he has to tell his spouse. He has to tell his spouse everything he needs, and he doesn't want that. He doesn't want to have to tell his spouse, please hug me, or please do this, or please do that. You understand? He
Okay.
expects the spouse to know everything,
Okay.
or how he feels, or how he needs that connection. You understand? He expects the spouse to know, but he doesn't say it.
Okay.
So the vacillator might just be upset about that. But the controller, on the other hand, is someone who may just be upset about the fact that his authority is being kind of I don't know,
Played down.
on. Exactly, thank you. His authority is played down on, and it affects his sense of power.
Okay.
He feels powerless, so he could just react based on that.
Okay.
So these two people getting married like that might be a bit challenging for them, because
Okay.
because they may be having issues of anger, but their anger is channeled to different things.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's one of the major reasons why people quarrel, when they
Mm.
have different attachment styles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. It's well understood.
Okay.
now.
Yeah. Then the second one is when people don't accept each other for who they are.
Okay.
You understand? For instance, maybe two people, they are married, but they haven't come to accept each other for who they are.
Yeah.
That will always be causing quarrels. That will always be causing issues between them.
Right. Yeah.
It's a different. It doesn't mean that they must always. The fact that people accept each other for who they are, it doesn't mean that they must always agree on every and anything. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. Couples may vigorously reject one another's choices,
Yeah.
one another's decisions. It doesn't mean that that they must always what do I say? It doesn't mean that they must always agree on the same things.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. It only means that they have to always find a way to accept each other the way they are, even when they have differences of opinions. Yeah. Then we also have issues where people don't have regards for their spouses. They don't even see them. They're living in the same house, but they can't. They feel that their partners don't even see them around. You understand?
Okay.
See in quotes. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when there's no positive regard for your partner, when your partner does not see and sense that you regard him or you regard her, have that positive regard for one another, it causes quarrels. Then we have autonomy. Yeah. Autonomy in the sense that Okay, based on research, it was found out that that couples were significantly um, unsatisfied when their relationships made them feel less autonomous. You
Okay,
understand?
okay.
When they felt overly controlled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. It was found out that such relationships, people did not like such
Like
relationships. They were not
okay.
happy in such
Yes,
relationships. That's what I'm
yes.
trying to say. Yeah. So autonomy is a key factor.
Okay.
Most people like to feel that they're in charge, they're in control of things. They don't like to feel like they are that they are that they're just being controlled, everything. You understand?
Yes.
So autonomy is also key. Then competence is another thing I'll talk about. The last thing I'll talk about.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, people don't like to feel like they can't, that they're not good at what they are doing.
Mm.
Like a mother now,
Mm.
maybe the wife, the husband, sorry, the husband, knowingly or unknowingly, is making the wife feel like
Maybe she's not able to
she's
do.
not good enough.
Yes.
She's not doing her duties well.
Okay.
So, I feel that that is a key reason to why people could have issues in marriage.
Quarreling
Yeah,
all the
quarrel.
time.
Yeah. So that's my own view.
Oh, wow. That's a wonderful lecture. Um, yes, yes, because I learned a lot from what you were saying. And, well, just to add a little to what you said, let me just talk about, um, let's say, secrecy, emotions, and character. Yes, I just want to add to what she has said. Remember the topic of our discussion today is when couples quarrel. And we are actually talking on the issues or human natures that could lead to quarrels in marriage. Now, I just want to talk on secrecy. You see, couples could keep secrets like sneaky, emotional, and sensual affairs with friends. Now, friends here could be your ex, okay, colleagues at work, acquaintances, and the friends of your couples, especially the opposite sex. Yes. So, other secrets that couples could keep uh, can be history of mental illness. Yes, it could also be history of cheating, all your baggage, okay, struggle with addiction, um, a whole lot of things worrying the person or bothering the person, okay. It could be a secret the person is keeping, and a whole lot of it, okay. Um, there is this study that was published last year, yes, in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, that people roughly keep 13 secrets. that every human being has 13 secrets he or she is keeping. But the funny thing there is that each one is said to have consequences on the person keeping the secrets, your partner, and the marriage as a whole. You see, but I really wonder why someone would be in a relationship, you're sharing your life with someone, you're having secrets. You see, I believe strongly in my heart that for you to be in marriage or in a committed relationship with someone, that means you're sharing your life with that person. So it means you should endeavor as much as you can to avoid having secrets, because in a way, when this is divulged, it definitely causes misunderstandings, frictions, quarrels, okay? Because your partner wouldn't want to know that he or she is open to you, but you have secrets. Okay, so we should really try to avoid anything that will lead us to having secrets that we keep from our spouses. Okay, now let me go over to emotions. Now, emotion is everything, because emotion is the way we feel or act per time. Okay, and this invariably affects the way we relate with people. Yes. You see, when you have a way you feel or the way you see things, and people don't tend to agree with you that way, you may not know it, but you end up quarreling with them. You might end up quarreling with them, and so it happens that same way in marriage. When you have a way you feel, okay, or the way you see things, and your spouse is not seeing it that same way, and you try, and all to no avail. You see, it's sometimes human beings, tend to have this controlling nature, that the way, okay, their opinions, they want everybody to believe and see things the way they do. So sometimes when someone, okay, or maybe the husband or the wife is trying to come up with his or her own idea, and maybe his or her spouse isn't going that same way, it usually leads or ends in quarrel. Now, character. You see, character is another funny thing that usually leads to quarrels in marriage. Okay, I say this to say that in the course of courtship, in the course of courtship, there are a lot of things we sweep under the carpet. Yes, yes, a lot of things are defaced. Yes, effaced during courtship. But unfortunately, these things eventually surfaces in marriage, and then that becomes a problem. Yes. So you see, it's not really a big deal when you place on the table whom you are. Yes. Let your partner in the course of courtship know all about you. Let him or her see your weaknesses, your strengths. Okay, and then it won't be a big deal. It won't be a hard work in marriage, because you've already known that this is the person you're marrying. Okay, you are ready to cope with his or her weaknesses and strengths as well. Okay, so our character goes a long way to bring peace in marriage, or trouble, a whole lot of trouble. Okay, so our character should be looked into in courtship. Make sure you're open. Okay, be yourself. Let your spouse see whom you are. Let it just be open. Place your cards on the table. All right, yeah, because if he or she accepts you the way you are, it's better that way. It's better. Okay, so you work together at getting better. Okay, and it reduces every chance or chances of easily picking quarrels in marriage. All right, so let's quickly get over to the next point of our discussion today. We would like to see how possible it is that quarreling does any good, okay, among couples in marriage. Is it possible? Is it true that quarreling even does some good among couples in marriage? What do you have to say about this?
Yeah, thank you. I feel that quarreling does a whole lot of good. Personally,
Mm-hmm.
I feel I feel that way because okay, now based on research, psychologists have come to discover that um, when people quarrel more, they it strengthens their relationship.
Okay.
It makes the relationship healthier,
Okay.
happier, and
Okay.
stronger. Yeah. Um, Actually, quarrel is even one of the keys to uh, well, they don't put it as quarrel, they put it as arguing.
Okay.
Yeah, the arguing is one of the um, seven keys or so to a healthy and happy relationship.
Okay.
So personally, I feel that quarreling does a whole lot of good.
Okay.
Several reasons. One, it relieves you of a resentment. Actually, it's better to keep to say it all out,
Okay.
to say your mind,
Yeah.
than Then we have quarreling also creates a stronger bond between the two people.
Okay.
Yeah, because when issues are aired out
Hmm.
and they are now handled,
Trashed out.
they are trashed out.
Yeah.
So it makes you understand your partner better.
Good.
Your partner understands you better,
Yeah.
and then the bond is stronger because
Yeah.
you have come to you have risen higher.
Mm.
You have come up higher in your relationship where you get closer
Mm-hmm.
by trashing out issues. Yeah. So in that vein, quarreling is well, arguing.
It helps.
It's really
It really
helps.
helps. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I totally agree with what you said. Just to color it a bit, it also amazes me really because I I also happened to come across a write up that said if couples, okay, stay together, okay, in the midst of all the quarrels and they don't break up, it means that they are truly in love. Yes. I don't really know how true this is, but I believe that yes, if if a couple can actually still stick together amidst all the misunderstandings, okay, the frictions, the quarrels, there is every hope for them to turn out great. Yes, because uh, like others, on the other hand, might not really have the patience. Just a little quarrel, and that's the end of it. Okay, this one is filing for divorce and all that. But if that doesn't happen, okay, and they stick together, okay, I believe there's a greater hope for that couple. That yes, that they will have an experience. They'll have a whole lot of experience in marriage, okay, and they can advise others because they've gone through thick and thin, okay. They've gone through the heat and they stuck together. They didn't allow the frictions, the quarrels, okay, to tear them apart. So there seems to be some truth in this.
Yeah.
Yes.
In fact, when couples don't even quarrel at all, I think there's a problem wrong. There's a problem with them because I find it difficult to understand why two people that are two entirely different people, because no matter how you and your spouse are bonded and all, you people are two different people. So I
Yeah.
find it difficult to believe that two different people can come together and they won't have issues where they differ.
Yeah.
Their
Yeah.
opinions differ, their choices differ.
It's true.
So
It's true. Every couple, definitely have sometimes that they are on fire. Okay, just like they say that every human being has a kind of 5 minutes madness every day. Okay, all right. So let's wrap it up today. We should actually learn to settle our differences on time. Is that true? Yes. So let's know how true this is. That couples should actually learn to settle their differences on time. So, what do you also have to say about this?
yeah, well, I just want to say that couples should, when they find out that they have issues, they should first of all acknowledge that there is an issue.
Okay.
Then talk about it.
Yeah.
Don't push it away or don't like postpone it. That okay, I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it because as time builds up, as time builds up, it will cause a lot of issues in the heart.
Okay.
So then also the issue of acknowledging that your partner is there. Acknowledge that your partner is that you are seeing your partner.
Okay.
Find ways to always show that you see this person. You're not just living with somebody that is like a flatmate or something like that.
Okay.
Communicate. Then also communicate your liking. Maybe you see your partner wearing something nice. You communicate to the person. Don't just be saying it in your mind that this person, yeah, you're looking good, Sha. You're looking good. She's looking good. Tell the person.
Yeah.
Then again, when you have acknowledged this issue, when you have acknowledged your spouse, then also respond to your spouse. Maybe your spouse has told you the area areas where he or she
maybe doesn't like.
You know, respond adequately. Show him that that you care about his pain. You know, respond to it. You know, and just forgive and let go of things. That's what I say.
Okay. Well, straight to the point. I would like to just take my own cue from the scripture, Mark chapter 9, verse 50. You see, the Bible talks about salt, the salt. You see, that the salt is very good, but in a situation where the salt has lost its taste, how on earth can you make whatever you're using the salt for tasty? So, we kind of hyperbolically relate this to the marriage, so to say. You see, marriage is a joyful, sweet experience. Yeah, it's supposed to be so. But if if quarrels begin to take the place of love, peace, and harmony in marriage, then it's obviously and definitely stops being interesting. Yes, so we should always learn to settle our differences on time. It's synergetic. It's not for one person. The two people are involved. Yes, it should be our concern. Yes, you, the husband, the wife, it should be your concern that the atmosphere over the two of you is peaceful. Yes, there's harmony. So whenever any issue or any matter is trying to cause some misunderstanding, please be quick at sorting it out. Yes, because that's what will keep the two of you moving and keep the devil away. Yes, and the devil can't have any way. Okay, the devil can't do any onslaught against your marriage. So the onus is on us. Yes, let's endeavor to settle our differences on time. It doesn't do us any good to drag issues longer than they should go. Okay, so on this note, would like to crave your indulgence to please subscribe to our channel, The RIP Foundation, on YouTube. Yes, let your family and friends be okay. Just let your friends, your family members, bring them to the knowing of this channel, so we learn together. Drop us your comments, and you're free to share this video. Okay, so from us, we say, may your home happenings be in peace and harmony all the way. See ya.